everybody to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. The Nittany Lions offense will get the first swing today. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kurt, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it. Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And he'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Gutsy call here by this offense. Early in this game on a 4th down, they decide to go for it, and they come up with the first down to be able to move the sticks and keep this drive alive. The gutsy call pays off for the offense.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Good enough for first down yardage.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and of course Saquon Barkley. The list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. It's a shotgun run call. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
The 8th play of this opening drive, it's 3rd and short. We go with a direct snap. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
And the Nittany Lions are in the red zone. They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And now to try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So Clemson's offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kurt, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Single back, takes the handoff. Finds room at the 30. And the ball to the ground. Recovered by the offense and good for first down yardage. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the sophomore making an impact play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Second down now after the sack. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And the Tigers will have to kick it away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. Hold. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. Let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. The Nittany Lions have first and 10 here. They'll hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. It's Allen. Here's a throw underneath to the back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Trying to run, it's Allen. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Nittany Lions will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Breaking tackles. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. The 30. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And I really thought on 2nd and goal, you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead, try to catch the defense napping by running. Man, does it backfire.
So it's 3rd down and 4. Settling for a field goal here would really be a letdown after the great field position. And the defense brings him down.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot?
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. Throws it to the right. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate.
The ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. At the 10 now. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what
he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Randall. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Klubnik. Pressure is coming. And it's a comeback route. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move his sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. And the freshman making an impact play there. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. Makes a quick catch. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Able to get the ball back, but it could still be a drive killer. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Gets rid of it on the move. Catch made on the right side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st down. To throw, it's Aller. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Trying to create here on the move. He makes the grab. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. And the Nittany Lions will have 1st and 10 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. And the running back takes the handoff. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
1st down. We're going to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Going again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play. So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal for them. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. And it's good. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Bringing it out, it's Randall. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So it's 1st down, but then just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the 2nd half. Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this 2nd half without someone attached to his hip. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable 2nd half as we eagerly anticipate we'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He's got a man down the middle. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The pass rush closing in. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks. So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
But he's got some space here. And the coverage team comes him in and brings him down. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They look to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. That is settled for 3 last time. And now the first play of this drive, they're set up at the 37. ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. The Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. And here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Aller. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the route is on.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception in this football game.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
31, Clemson, 0.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. 2 backs now flanking the quarterback. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. That's a big gain deep in enemy territory. Ball down near the 30. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Haynes. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. 2nd down after that previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. It's 3rd down for the offense. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a first down, and now it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal. Long enough and good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Defense is coming after him. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28. Excellent field position here for the offense. He'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
And a nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? It's a short completion to the big tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Ian on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. They're going to run it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Tries the right with a quick throw. And he pulls in the catch. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. And with 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to pass, it's Aller. Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. And he's got it already past the first down marker. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. And the Nittany Lions trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Lost a lot of bounds, close to the end zone.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple of touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
When he
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third.
Touchdown, Penn State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. To the air, it's Klubnik. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Down he goes, a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They trap him and sack him back at the 10. And the Tigers will have to kick this away. They'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Gets the first and still running. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing the victory.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. A sophomore with a strong tackle there. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Trying to find some room. It's Wallace. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Clock on the outside. It's Weiningstool. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And the freshman able to get home with the sack. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Catch is made down the middle. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory, down to the 49. To throw, it's Klubnik. Quick throw to the left side. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. Incompletion sets up a second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Got him, he's sacked.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
The Tigers will send the punt team onto the field. On the return, it's Wallace. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7, Eric.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive